What's up, y'all? Happy Thursday. So, we are literally a day away from Friday. I hope your week is going great. I hope everybody has been having a good week so far. And if you're off on the weekends, that means that this is the best time for you to start celebrating right now because literally Friday is already here. So happy early Friday. So let me turn this down. So guys, real quick, I just wanted to come on a certain amount of things or whatever. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about was the APR versus the interest rate. So basically, guys, I want to share the difference between it. So a few days ago, I shared what the difference is, right? So the difference between APR is that the interest rate is basically the percentage of what they apply to your principal, and then the APR is the actual full rate. And so that's the difference, and that's what I wanted to share with you guys the other day. And then we did like some follow-up questions after that, and some of the questions were first one is what is like the highest APR for like a credit card. The second question was the highest APR for a loan, and I just wanted to come on here and answer that for you guys so you can know. So first I want to say, anybody that said for a credit card, that is actually 36%. If you remember, I think one of the answers was 36%. The second answer was 29 maybe, and the last one was like maybe like 2. All in all, there are percentages, interest rate I should say, APRs, that actually range in price depending on your actual credit score. But the highest that it could actually be is 36%. So there are credit cards that actually have APR rates of 36%. And of course, you guys kind of know that it's all according to your actual credit score. So if you have a high credit score, you have chances of having a low APR. If you have a low credit score, then your APR is going to be like a little bit higher. So boom. The next question was about loans, and so the highest, I think the question asks what is the highest APR for loans, and I think one of the answers were 29%. I think one was like maybe like roughly like 5%, and then one was like 400. And this may be surprising, but the actual highest APR for a loan can go all the way up to 400%. Yes, it can. Because and you'll really see these on like payday loans. So like if you ever go out and take a payday loans, be very, very careful to kind of read the actual like interest rate or the APR on that loan, because payday loans are a little bit different. They actually charge interest rates per day and not annually, so it's a little bit different. So if you are surprised, I was surprised too. Payday loans specifically, their APR can go up to 400%, and that's just outrageous. Like, who wants to pay that? You know what I'm saying? That's a lot. Let me see if I can remember what else question I asked. I think the third question that I asked is basically, hey Jazzy. I think the third question that I asked was basically what banks actually have the lowest APR. And I think one was Union Bank, one was Penn Union, and the last one was a major bank like Chase. And so if you guys chose Chase, that's incorrect. The right answer was Penn Union, because all in all, it's credit unions. They have the lowest. Credit union, you always want to try to work with a credit union instead of a larger bank if you're looking to save, if you're looking to have like a low interest rate / APR, because they are always going to be cheaper. They're always going to be lower. Unions are awesome for that. Unions are awesome for a lot of things. So that was the answer to that. So yeah, I wanted to answer some of those questions so you guys can be fulfilled, because I know daily, like, I ask questions. There was also 2 questions that I asked this week in regards to and I hope you guys can hear me okay. Hi, darling. There was also 2 questions I asked this week. I think the first question was, what's the first thing you do when a debt collector call you? And I hope you guys can hear me. Sometimes I have my hand over my phone, but what is the first thing you do when a debt collector call you? Do you not answer the phone or tell them they got the wrong person? We all done that. Like, you got the wrong person, you got the wrong number, knowing damn well we are the person that they looking for. Or do you, I think one of the other answers were, do you pay the debt? That's also wrong. The first thing you want to do is try to dispute it. Definitely try to dispute the actual bill that the debt collector is trying to charge you. Try to dispute it. That's the first thing you want to do, because the thing about the second question, I'm just going to answer that right now. Are you or do you actually owe the debt collector for that debt? And the answer is no, you don't owe them. So that's why it's always important. Yes, I'm definitely going to answer that question. So that's why it's always important not to pay the debt collector, because as soon as you pay the debt collector, you're actually letting them know, like, hey, this is my actual bill. This is my actual debt. So now I got to pay it. But if you don't ever say that or get back in contact with them, you have ways of disputing that. And so that's why it's always important not to pay the debt collector when they reach out to you. So I wanted to get that answer in. There was a person that asked me about hospital bills when it goes to collection. So the funny thing about the billing cycle, right? The first 30 days of your billing cycle that you're late, you'll get a ding, right? Then 60 days, then 90 days. It'll go all the way to 180 days. So systematically, once it yes, please share this with 5 people. Systematically, once you go to 180 days, it's supposed to go into collections. So now the actual banker that was charging you or said that you had the debt, they're going to give it over to another agency. Once they give it over to another agency, then they are the ones who start collecting payment on it. But that doesn't mean that you signed your original contract with them. And that is what disputing is all about. You always want to make sure that and verify your collections. So medical bills specifically, if you get a medical bill and it has to fall past 180 days and now they're trying to collect on it, find out information. Pull your credit, find out information, or get a credit repair specialist and find out what information they have on you. And that's how you can know whether or not this is disputable or if it's not disputable. And so that's the importance of that. I also wanted to use this time to kind of go over some of the things that I spoke about last week in regards to ways of increasing your credit, because I think it was very, very influential, but I didn't have a lot of time to talk about it and I was extremely tired. So I wanted to go ahead and kind of do like I wanted to bring it back. I had to bring it back for you guys. So the first step, guys, if you've been following me, you already know the first step to increasing your credit is definitely repairing it. Because the thing about repairing is you have so much things going on in your world, you don't know actually what information is valid or invalid in regards to your credit. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things that you think that you have to pay for, you actually don't. Kind of like the situation with the medical bills. So the first thing you want to do is repair your credit. The second thing you want to do, and if you always want to like read information about what's valid and not valid, the second thing you want to do is basically get yourself a secured credit card. So I'm going to reiterate. It might sound like I'm repeating. For the people that do not know, I'm going to go ahead and repeat myself. A secured credit card is like a savings, right? So basically what you do is you contact a company. Once you contact the company and you know for a fact that it's a secured credit card, because there's a difference between unsecured and secured credit cards. So unsecured credit cards are basically credit cards that you take out on your credit that the bank actually loans you money, right? That's unsecured. So they loan you some money, you're supposed to pay back, right? You have your monthly minimum, and then they'll give you a credit. They'll set a credit limit for you in regards to your actual credit score. Right? So that's unsecured loans. Unsecured credit cards. Secure credit cards is like a savings because you actually add your own money to the account. So they don't give you money. You call them and you say, hey, I want the credit limit of 200. You have your 200 in pocket. You call the company, and once you call the company, this is your way of building a relationship with them. They send you the card, you put the $200 on the card, and then you accumulate what is called a credit limit in an actual credit card. And now with that, you're going to do it as if you do it with your unsecured credit card. You're going to pay your minimum balance because you'll have a minimum balance, but with the secure credit card specifically, you're able to build your own credit. Why? Because it allows you to pay it off faster. It's your own money, and in the end, you get your money back. You get your $200 back. And what's better than that instead of borrowing money? It's super important to use other people's money, but this is very, very effective when it comes to you wanting to build your credit. So boom. So far, you repaired your credit. You got off everything. You shined it up, made it look sexy. Y'all already know what I say when I make your credit look sexy. You know, it looks appealing to creditors. It looks appealing to debtors. They want to send you cards. They want to shoot you out credit cards. They want to shoot you out approved credit cards. You could have 20,000. You could have 10,000, and that's what you want. And so that's why you clear your credit first. Then you want to build your credit. You know, and I actually offer all of those services. It's not a one-step process with me. My clients' aspirations is my aspirations. My clients' dreams is my dreams. So whatever it is that you tell me that you want to do in a certain amount of time, that's the goal that I reach for. Realistically, I'm always genuine. I'm a very genuine person, and I'm a very straight to forward person. So I'll always let you know like the time frame so you can have some type of expectations, but I want you to meet your goals. I want to walk you all the way through this. So I give you the secure companies, but like, you know, if that's just information, it has nothing, that's just free. That has nothing to do with my service, but I want to see you through. Like, you know, my clients know I motivate y'all. Whatever I can do, because this is all about basically us. This is about us. You know what I mean when I say about us. This is us as a community. This is us as a culture, and we all need to be on the same level. You know what I'm saying? There's enough money out here for all of us. So I offer you some secure building credit cards. So if you want to kind of find out about them on your own, one is Self, one is Open Sky, one is Discover It, and one is First Progress. So I'll give you the information, but like if you want like a walkthrough on how it works, because I also try the cards out before I actually recommend them to y'all. I'm not gonna say, oh boom, go try this, and then all of a sudden it don't work out because the company is shitty. I'll give you them, but I'll also let you know which one I use, so you can feel comfortable enough to know like it's gonna give you the same results it's giving me. And after you get your secure credit card, the last thing you want to do is increase your credit limit. So this can work different ways. For example, Self itself gives you a credit card after you finish paying off your account, and if you're in good standing, if you pay it monthly, they will give you a credit card. So that's a really good thing. I never went with the credit card thing with Self. I actually kind of just let my account close because I no longer needed a credit card from them. But you can do that if you're building your credit. And so once you do that, I guess you can wait, kind of find out like if you have to wait 6 months or how long you have to wait to get a credit increase, right? Credit increases are special because it's like, okay, boom, you already got a credit card. You want a higher rate credit card. You know what I'm saying? But you don't want to run your credit to take out another credit card. Okay, cool. How about you call them and say, hey, and sometimes you don't got to call them. You going through your mobile application and just be like, oh, hey, you know, I need some more money. They're going to ask you what your income is. Have your income increased? Of course your income increased. Your income always going to go up. You know what I'm saying? You tell them, they might ask you specifically like what's your rent, how much you pay for rent, and then they'll tell you if you're approved or if you're not approved. But it's a better way of having to use your increase your income, or your credit line, I should say, increase your credit line without actually running an inquiry on your report, because the inquiry takes 2 years to come off. So I actually have a picture of this. I have a Discover card, and I did a credit increase, and I've never did a credit increase with them. I think I started their account maybe like I would roughly give or take maybe like a good year, maybe like a good year. And I never increased my credit with them, and I was like, let me go for it. I want to learn everything so that when I'm sharing gems with you guys, I'm giving you the accurate information that I know that works. I'm not making it up. And I went ahead, they asked me how much my income is, and then I put my income and how much my rent is, and boom, they said I was approved. Now, some credit cards, they actually automatically increase your credit score. Your credit limit. You know what I mean? So, which will then increase your credit score, because your total amount in accounts that you have, not only on each credit card, but in total, if that total amount is over the debt that you have, the actual money that you borrowed off of your accounts, like for example, when you go on Credit Karma, it'll tell you your total accounts. It'll tell you your total accounts, but not only will it tell you like your total accounts, it'll also tell you your total. So it'll be like with all 5 accounts, I would say your total money is like 20,000, right? Okay, cool. And then it'll tell you how much money in regards to what you're borrowing, and in regards to what you're actual borrowing, then it has to be under 30%. So every time you increase your actual credit limit, or add more accounts to your credit card, and everything is under that 30%, it actually puts your credit score up. So it's all a game. I don't want to be I don't want to over explain. You'll learn as you go. And so I think I touched all bases. Yeah, I think I gave y'all some little something. Yeah. I want to get into also maybe like this weekend. I want to get into the benefits of having a credit card, because somebody actually hey, I answered your question about medical bills, and I'll just reiterate it for you really, really quickly so you can actually hear. But I will be posting, actually I'm going to post this video so you can watch the video, because I know you wanted to know about medical bills and in regards to debt collectors. So once you actually watch this video that I post, you're going to be able to get so much knowledge that I shared today. And then I think I missed something. Oh, okay, I didn't miss anything. Thank you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love ya. But next week or maybe like this weekend, I want to talk about the benefits of credit card, because I have one of my clients ask me like, what kind of credit card do you think I could get? Depending on my credit, I looks like I'm pre-approved for this. What kind of credit? And so I want to share the benefits of credit cards with you guys, so you guys can know what credit cards to go for, because they're all appealing. You know what I'm saying? You don't really know what the limit is until you actually run your credit, unless it's some type of like soft pull. And I do want to say, with the actually secure cards that I was telling you about, they do not do an inquiry on your credit report. It's a soft pull. So that's another pointer in regards to actually putting your savings, putting the money as your savings to the side, paying it back off, and then getting it in the end. For secure credit cards, they do not pull your credit. The ones that I mentioned for sure do not pull your credit, and that was like Self, Open Sky, that was first progress and discover it, those do not pull your credit score. And I think the lowest will be 200 to 250. But yeah, I do want to do a live where I kind of explain to you guys the benefits of having a credit card, because someone asked me, and it really comes down to, and I'll elaborate like maybe over the weekend a little bit more, but it really comes down to what you want to use your credit card for. Do you want to use your credit for traveling? Do you want to credit for leisure? Do you want to use it for business? You know what I'm saying? So those are some of the questions that you have to answer in regards to what type of credit card you want to watch out for the APR. And so I'll put it all together for you guys so I can pinpoint specific like credit cards or creditors, so you'll know exactly who to go to in regards to the best features. Okay, guys? Yeah. So I hope, I'm sorry my thing was so close. I'm kind of like in the pool area, and I'm trying to make sure it's close and personal so you guys can get as much information as possible without hearing anything in my background. But thank you guys so much for joining. Leave me some hearts if you learned something today. Leave me something. Let me know if it was influential. Let me know. Let me see something. Okay, thank you guys. So I'll see y'all on the weekend. Enjoy your day. Bye.